Hello, my adoring fans. Please prepare yourself for another bumper episode of Alex is on holiday, so this video is incredibly long. But I woke up this morning right next to the airport. Sounds good. Had some delicious airport breakfast, and then got on a bus. We kind of had to run to the gate because it said it was boarding, and everyone got a bit panicked while we were still eating breakfast. But I was, confident that it wouldn't leave without us because they were saying it would be gate closed an hour before we actually took off, and I thought that was a bit suspicious. So I sauntered over, having paid the bill, and all was indeed fine. But yeah, we plane, no problem, no delays.
Looks like a ramp,
excellent. And we landed in Madeira.
That looks like a ramp.
And there was a ramp at the airport, so hopefully they are able to take off the planes on the way back.
Yeah,
but we got back. We got in the car
on our big trip.
in an Uber. Well, not an Uber.
But then when we got back, I think
and headed over to our apartment. And so this is Hugo and Sarah's room. And then I think I zoom out. Yes. And then I'm walking past the table, but here's the kitchen. There are currently some chocolate buttons from M&S in that fridge. Here's the table. And it's Sarah wearing a Rixo shirt. Shout out Rixo. And then here's Hugo in the living room. There's the sofa, there's a TV on the left. There it is, yes. Well filled by me.
So the teller in Portuguese.
And then we go into the bathroom, and this is Hugo and Sarah's bathroom. I think I spend a good time trying to... There you go, got it turned on, excellent. It's got a mirror, it's got a shower, it's got a bathroom. I'm in a bathroom, a loo, everything you could possibly want. And then this is Maddie and I's room. Big old bed, excellent. Here's my fiance waving. Oh my god, there she is. And then round the corner is our bathroom. So we've got an ensuite. I'm currently in here now, trying to make as little noise as possible. But you might hear the little air fan thing that they have. Yeah, there you go, pretty good room, very happy. Easy to check in. So yeah, right outside our apartment. We're right in the middle of Funchal or Funchal or however it's meant to be pronounced. But they had a church. That was my first bit of touristing. We didn't go inside, of course, but we saw this Madeira sign, so I took a picture. We then went down to the coast to have a little quick walk. There's Hugo and Sarah being cute. There's Maddie, also being cute. Saw a crab, and I think I saw some more crabs. So I think, is that what I'm looking at? Yeah, that's the next thing up, more crabs. And then we turned around and came back inland. Saw more cool looking squares and stuff. Kind of reminded me of Macau, but I think that's just because this is Portugal. Macau was once Portuguese. Saw cool bars and light here, hanging out of the guys, the food delivery guy's bag. And then yes, I had a Stein, excellent, a litre of beer. And we had a little lunch snack. It's probably around 3 now, we're a bit peckish. So demolished that. Maddie said I couldn't have a churro. And it was very depressing because the churro was giant and like a snake, so I'm upset. But we saw this park, saw Simon Bolivar, and I'm fairly sure, I don't know, Dad, I think you were born in Caracas?
I think.
Maybe not. But perhaps you were born in the same place as him. I don't know. I know you were born in Venezuela. So please fill me in. Yes, saw some ducks, and then we got on a cable car. This whole cable car thing was a bit of a farce. So Maddie had promised us this cable car would take us to a botanical gardens. So we got on it, and it was actually great. It was like a 15-minute cable car, very long journey, but I enjoyed it thoroughly. But then when we got to the top, we saw lots of things along the way, including a basketball court, which is obviously excellent. But when we got to the top, it turns out there was then another cable car that would take us to the botanical gardens, and we were running a bit out of time, really, because we'd only had an hour to walk around anyway. And we wanted to get back down on the return ticket we bought. It had a church on the way to the other cable car. But yeah, so here we are then looking at the other cable car we'd have to take. And we got to the other cable car station. And we were kind of like, well, what do we do? And anyway, so we decided to just go back. But we thought we'd check out the other side of the cable car station that we'd come to. And we found there was a tropical garden, which is different than the botanical gardens. But we found a garden, so we went around and explored that. And we saw bridges and koi, which looked pretty depressed koi, to be honest. They did not look as good as the ones in Holland Park, back in London. But we also saw some flamingos, lots of like Japanesey architecture, so and Chinese architecture as well, I guess. But yeah, Buddha, normal size
I
Buddha.
have seen that on the map. So
Some lion statues. They were cool, pretty cute. But then we saw some flamingos, and that was the highlight. Hugo was like, I want to gun it. Well, I was like, let's gun it, because we don't have time. But he was like, I want to see the flamingos, so we saw that. And the koi. Then we got a closer view. Then we went to go see some waterfalls, / like general water excitement. And then we basically headed back to the cable car. And we did manage to make it back down in time. And it, like, there was a little bit of drizzle. And I think we went through some rain in the cable car, but it really is a long journey. We go up like 560 meters in vertical height gain. I think we move at 4 meters per second, so you can do the maths to figure out how long the journey was. But you know, it's a substantial one. Not quite as long as our big Buddha one in Hong Kong, but still a chunky boy. The cable car was made in Austria, well, made by Austrians, so I assume it's the same one that they use for a ski lift. These are all the facts I have about the cable car. Oh yeah, I threw 10 cents in here because other people had, so I'm a cool kid. Yes, and then we got back to the cable car and headed back down. And on the way down, you kind of have to like share with people because it was more busy. But it's alright, they were just two, like, I think either Spanish or Portuguese people. Some like, you know, adults nattering away, so no problem. At the bottom of the cable car, saw this like little gym. I'm not going to be using that. But then yes, it now had started like torrential rain. Well, not really torrential, but a little downpour. So we went to go get some natas, which we then hurried back to the flat inn. I had a chocolate button and some natas, delicioso. And then we kind of had showers and chilled and like relaxed, figured out what we were going to do, tried to guess where it would take us. And we went to a place called La Pasta, which was my recommendation. Perks of it included it's 6 minutes away. They sold those tiny little beer glasses, which I think are 0.1 litres. So they're like less than a quarter of a pint.
Maddie, you happy
yeah, the girls didn't realise how small they were, but they got some. Maddie ended up getting a medium-sized one to bulk out the volume a bit. But yeah, tasty bruschetta, tasty pepperoni pizza. All the pepperoni was under the cheese, but there was loads. And then yeah, we walked back and we played a game called The Mind, where you've got to like place numbers in order from 1 to 100 without knowing what everyone else's cards are. And that was quite hard, but we did finally get past level 2, and I had no test. So yeah, overall, pretty strong day, pretty tired, waking up kind of early tomorrow. So yeah, hope you all had a good day, and